This is Ben with MakeUseOf.com, and today we're going to be reviewing the Strata Home Vacuum from Monoprice. We'd like to thank Monoprice for sending over this unit for us to check out. So inside the box, you'll find the expected vacuum and charging dock, of course, plus a remote and a charging cable for it. You're also going to get a dry cleaning box and a water tank for wet cleaning jobs. Rounding out the package are some spare brushes and cloths for the wet cleaner, a cleaning brush, and a strip of magnetic tape. This tape acts as a blockade, which allows you to block off an area from the vacuum so it can't go past it. You'll need to charge the vacuum for at least 6 hours before you start. After this, you're all ready to go using one of the several methods that Monoprice offers to control this unit. You can use the one-touch buttons on top of the device or utilize the Stitcher app for Android and iOS. This allows you to connect the vacuum as well as other Stitcher smart home products from Monoprice all together. Of course, you can also use the remote included with the unit. Rounding out your controls is integration with voice assistants like Google Home and Alexa. You also have several modes when it comes to cleaning. The Strata Home lets you choose from 3 cleaning modes. First, you have Automatic, which cleans in a zigzag pattern and will enter one of the other 2 modes when it needs to. The second mode is Spot Cleaning. In this mode, the vacuum will spin in circles to clean especially dirty spots. And then finally, you have Edge Mode, where the vacuum will attempt to navigate around walls when it hits an obstacle. Looking at the vacuum, it has a simple appearance just like you'd see in other remote vacuums, and it's easy to use, but you will notice that the glossy top easily attracts fingerprints. Thanks to the swappable tanks, you can easily clean both hardwood and carpet floors. The tanks are easy to swap and remove, and to clean. You'll probably want to stick to the remote or the Stitcher app for the most control options. With the remote, you can choose any of the modes that we just mentioned. You can also mute the unit, you can set a schedule, have it return home, and even control it manually with the arrow buttons. The Stitcher app isn't perfect, but it gets the job done, and we've seen much worse in apps in this category. Just scan the included QR code that comes in the package to download it on your phone easily. Then you'll need to set up a home of smart products with a Monoprice Stitcher account. After you add your vacuum to this, you'll find a virtual remote in the app that's very similar to the physical one. The app lets you schedule cleanings for different times on various days instead of just one set time like the remote lets you do. You can also walk through the Amazon Alexa or Google Home apps on your phone to add the Stitcher skill to those devices. Unfortunately, when you use the voice commands, you can only start it, pause it, and stop it. We didn't see a way to change the cleaning modes in the middle of cleaning, or have the vacuum return home to its dock, so while it's definitely useful, it probably won't be your primary way to control it. Of course, a vacuum is nothing without proper cleaning, and the Strata Home thankfully performs just fine with this. It cleaned both carpet and hardwood floor well in our testing. We also checked out the spot cleaning feature by dropping some coffee grounds on the carpet, and while you probably want to go over that same spot with a manual vacuum before you have company over, it cleaned up the mess pretty well enough. You should be aware, however, that this is not the vacuum to get if you have a complex layout in your house with a lot of obstacles lying around. While the vacuum does have a sensor to prevent it from dropping off ledges, and it can climb up minor gaps like you'd have from a rug a few inches off the ground, it will get stuck on cords, drawstring bags, and other objects like that. A more expensive vacuum would probably be for you that has better house mapping to avoid these issues. Overall, we think the Strata Home is a solid budget robotic vacuum, but it might not be the best for you. We found iLife's A7 unit at $180 to offer great value for the money, and this Strata Home device costs $240. For that extra cash, you really only get the wet cleaning tank and the voice-assisted control over the iLife model. If you don't need this wet cleaning, or you don't think you would use the voice commands, you're better off with the iLife model to save some money. And if you have a complicated house layout like we mentioned, you should probably opt for a more expensive model with better navigation. That's all for this review, but be sure to head on over to Make Use Of to read the full review in text form and enter our giveaway to win this vacuum for yourself. Thanks again to Monoprice for providing this product for us to review, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.